Brett Okamoto with ESPN. I'm joined by UFC bantamweight Sean O'Malley, who of course fights at UFC 264 this weekend in Las Vegas in front of fans at T-Mobile Arena. And the first thing I want to ask you about, though, is this outfit to me looks like it either could cost a lot of money or it could cost barely anything. Which of the two is it?
I think it's a medium range. I don't even know where I got this shirt. Yeah, I don't even know where I got this shirt. I've never really bought any name brand like Gucci or anything like that. Just kind of go shop in random places. Honestly, just find shit.
You take your. Are you? Do you look towards anybody? Do you have any like some fashion people that you get advice from?
No one. No, I've never. I don't think anyone's doing it right. I don't think. I think this is the beginning of something new and something sweet. But I would love to work with, big name people and do like a collab. I want it to be part of my merch too. But I think just continuing to dress like this and it's fun for me.
Well, you look great. How do you feel? Because this has obviously been kind of a weird week. With all of the changes now, you have a fight. I'm sure you're happy about that. But does it make this fight week feel any different? You're fighting a guy who last week wasn't even in the UFC, and you've had a couple changes along the way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I was fighting Smolka on this card or if I'm fighting Kris. It doesn't change anything for me other than who I get a knockout. Really, it doesn't matter. I think this kid, I watched him fight for the first time this morning, and he fights. He comes out southpaw a little bit. He'll stand southpaw for the most part. So that's the only thing different. Smolka was more of a orthodox guy. But yeah, this whole fight week's I'm just so happy UFC got me someone. I'm just super grateful that I get to be on this card.
Does part of the opponent change? Do you almost have to make a concerted effort to not overlook him, because now clearly you are supposed to win this fight, right? And so like in your own mind, do you have to make an effort to like not overlook the guy, not take him lightly?
Yeah, I think naturally I've done a good job about not really thinking about that too much. For me, it comes down to me versus him in the octagon. We're standing there. Whose skill set's better, and that's what matters. And I truly, truly have confidence and belief in my skill set that I'm going to be the better fighter. So I definitely don't overthink. I think a lot of people naturally just overthink everything, and a lot of people are expecting me to overthink it because that's maybe how they think. But yeah, I'm a huge favorite and supposed to go out there and knock this dude out, and that's the reason I'm a huge favorite is because that's what's going to happen.
So you watched this guy and he came out in southpaw. Anything else stick out to you just in terms of, is he dangerous anywhere? Is there anything that you got to really kind of look out for?
He's durable. He's tough. But, I mean, Thomas Almeida was tough. You've seen what I did to him, and he just stuck around. But it's, I was there too. I was not like I was fading or he was starting to land shots. I'll beat him for 15 minutes if I have to. He seems like a tough kid. Huge opportunity for him to come in there, and he has nothing to lose except for potentially his career. I don't just finish people. I knock people completely out and make them change I make them think, do they really, really want to fight? Is this going to happen to me again? I put those terrifying thoughts into people's heads after the fight. So it could be the beginning of his career or the end.
Are you okay with, I guess, because you've done such a good job over your career, and that like every fight sort of has a story, every fight has a narrative. This one now, are you okay with what people are looking at this fight as? Do you think it does anything for your career? I mean, what is the narrative behind this story now to you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm supposed to go out there and knock this kid out, and I do that. What does it benefit me? I'm gonna get a good call out. You know what I mean? I think I knocked this kid out. I make a good call out. Maybe it was my fault I didn't make a good call out against Thomas Almeida, because then I got Louis Smolka. That's who they offered me, and I don't really know if I'm in a position where I say no. I'm not fighting Louis Smolka. What do the UFC say? All right, then you're not fighting on this card. I don't know. So I said yes. So after this fight, I do have a good call out. I have a name that I truly believe the UFC will give me after this fight, and I think I'm a couple fights away from the title.
Yeah, when you think back on it, well, why were you fighting Louis Smolka? Why was that the name that you think the UFC came to you? When you are sitting on your side of it and you're like, this is the name they brought me, how did you read that? Because as I'm sure as part of you is like, how are they seeing me? How are they viewing me and where I'm at in my career?
Yeah, maybe they don't think my skills are there to go compete with the top guys. Maybe they want me to continue to fight guys that they think I can knock out. I don't know how the UFC's ran. I don't know how who's making those ultimate decisions. But I think after this fight, yeah, it's time for me to fight a top 10 guy. And I think I truly believe that's what's going to happen. I knock this kid out, call out who I call out, get that fight, and then that's just another huge fight.
This question of like what will Sean look like when he goes against a wrestler. It does remind me of what happened with Conor. That question always it just kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger with every single fight. Do you want to answer that question? Do you not care about that question? Are you what do you think when you see people say like, oh man, I can't wait to see Sean wrestle because then we're gonna see with the real Sean.
Yeah, I think it's a fair question. That's why I picked Simon when the UFC offered me guys that could make 135. I picked Simon. He's a wrestler. He wants to go in there, take me down, and lay on me 100%. That's his game plan. There's no other logical that's his game plan. Go out there, take me down. I picked him. Why do you guys think I picked him? I'm confident. Take me down. I'm gonna choke you. Take me down. I'm gonna get up and knock you out. So yeah, that's the fans. The fans want to see that. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. I'm in the UFC. I want to be the best in the world. I want to be the champ. So I want to defend the belt. I want to knock out whoever's champ and then defend the belt. And if it's a wrestler, it's a wrestler.
Do you look forward to that challenge, or is it almost kind of like it comes with the territory? You want to be the best, you want to beat every style, but when you actually are matched up with a guy who wants to take you down and lay on you the entire fight, are you going to look forward to that, or are you going to think, I'll do it and I'm accepting this challenge, but I'm not going to enjoy it? I'd much rather get out there and fight a striker.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think for me as an entertainer, if that's what people want to see more than a sweet striking match, that's what people want to see me more than knock someone out. I'm for the people. I want to entertain. Those matches aren't very entertaining. There's a reason no one knows who Simon is, or I could name other people that I don't even want to give them attention. That they don't know who they are. They're not fun to watch. They literally go in there, and their game plans to take someone down and win a decision. That's not entertainment to me. That's not fighting to me. But it is part of mixed martial art. It is part of the game. So yeah, if that's what the fans eventually are going to want to see, which I think that is, people are going to want to see how I deal with the wrestler, and I, it's just another opportunity for me to, blow up.
Last thing, I know you're a fighter, obviously, but a father as well, and you have fought since becoming a father. But I got to imagine that is she becoming more kind of like aware and in tune to what you were doing? How has that been like for her to kind of watch you get ready for this fight?
Yeah, she was 3 months-ish when I fought last time, so leaving was a little bit easier. She was still so young and not as aware. Now she's 8 months, and leaving was so hard. It was definitely more difficult this time. Danny sends me Snapchats in the morning, at night, throughout the day of her eating or giggling or just taking a nap, and it's definitely different leaving this time for 5 days, 6 days. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been it's something you can't even explain in words to what it's like being a father, waking up to a little girl, a little princess that it looks like you. She has curly hair. It's just still sucks her toes, which is just the cutest thing ever. So yeah, it's been really good.